One of the best ways to ensure that your influencer marketing campaigns are a success is to regularly adapt your strategies to evolving influencer marketing trends. This includes being aware of any new social media platforms, new types of content, and new ways brands can engage with their potential customers. The more in tune you are with these trends, the more appealing your content will be, and the more your target audience will engage with your campaigns. That's why in this video, we're going to look at 10 influencer marketing trends that you need to be aware of in 2023. And if you want to find out more about these trends, you can then download our free ebook linked in the description. Let's get started. Number 1, Nano and Micro-Influencers. There was a time when, in order to make the biggest impact with your campaign, it was important to collaborate with celebrity influencers or those with extremely high follower counts. However, these days, you're just as likely to succeed by collaborating with a nano influencer, those with fewer than 10,000 followers, or micro-influencers, those with between 10,000 and 100,000 followers. In fact, nano and micro-influencers tend to elicit much higher rates of engagement, especially if you are targeting a niche market. For example, Sephora has recently embraced the benefits of collaborating with micro-influencers with this #Sephora Squad beauty influencer program. As a result of its campaign, the company has reported both higher sales and increased engagement. To see how nano and micro-influencer compare to the big players, check out our studies on the status of influencer marketing in 2023, linked in the description below. Number 2, greater diversity. Another notable influencer marketing trend that we are seeing lately is the increasing focus on diversity, inclusion, and representation of minority groups. For example, a recent study conducted by Marketing Drive reported that consumer awareness about social injustice has affected the impact of influencers, with 36% of influencer following consumers saying that they follow a more diverse group of influencers than they did before the protests against racial inequality started in the summer of 2020. So bear this trend in mind. Number 3, the Metaverse. The Metaverse, a virtual world where users can work, play, and socialize, has become one of the biggest marketing trends this year. Instead of simply reading and interacting with content online, with the Metaverse, we are placed in the middle of it in the form of avatars. This has vastly changed the way we consume content. For example, fragrance brand Viral has created its own virtual influencer that lives specifically in the Metaverse. The avatar's name is Ray, and it has been designed to fully embody the Viral brand. We see Ray as a sort of digital energetic healer existing in the Metaverse, one who emits good energy just like our fragrances do. Number 4, the rise of virtual influencers. The rise of the Metaverse has led to an increase in virtual influencers, as we just mentioned. This trend was kicked off by the creation of the internet's first fictional it girl, Michaela Sousa, or Lil Michaela. Lil Michaela is a 19-year-old model living in Los Angeles, and her Instagram feed is filled with posts highlighting her fashionista outfits. She has also released a number of her own songs on Spotify and has amassed more than 1.5 million followers on Instagram. Number 5, focus on storytelling. This is an important one. If you want your influencer campaign to resonate with your audience, then you need to capture their attention and make your content as compelling as possible. And the best way to do this is by focusing on storytelling. Storytelling helps your audience connect with your brand and makes them more likely to buy your products. They're also likely to pay a higher price if they are seduced by a story. For example, you could create a mini web series starring social media influencers in your niche or ask blog influencers to create long-form storytelling articles for your brand. Number 6, increased emphasis on genuine content. Did you hear that Ogilvy UK has pledged to refuse to work with any influencers that routinely retouch their appearance? The agency will use technology to detect if images have been edited in this way, with hopes that other agencies will follow suit. There has been an increased emphasis on generating genuine, authentic content over the past few years. This trend is likely to have become accelerated as a result of the pandemic, as during the lockdowns, people turned to social media for connections with others. And this has had an impact on the content shared by influencers, who are now focused more on real content that elicits an emotional connection from their followers, rather than mass-produced content that overly focused on sales and sponsorships. Number 7, more partnerships between influencers and small brands. Brands of all types and sizes are now seeing the benefits of partnering with influencers to reach their target audiences. Because the market is now so diverse, it's much easier for you to find an influencer that fits your specific brand and whose values align with those of your brand and your campaigns. Number 8, shopping integrations gain traction. In a time where convenience is everything, shopping integrations will continue to grow. For consumers, this means being able to buy a product or service straight from a sponsored post without the need to navigate to a separate website. For marketers, this means a more important role for influencers in the marketing funnel, as they'll now be responsible for driving sales in addition to raising brand awareness. Number 9, advertising transparency. As we already mentioned above, consumers are becoming increasingly turned off by content that they do not perceive as being genuine or authentic. They want to know if they are being targeted with an ad rather than influencers giving their honest opinion about a product, and this has led to the increased demand for brand transparency. If you're collaborating with an influencer and they are posting paid ads, then you need to make this absolutely clear in all campaign posts so that the users don't feel that you are trying to pull the wool over their eyes. Many brands are now using specific hashtags to disclose influencer partnerships, such as #ad, #sponsored, or #paid post. Number 10, short video content. The last of the 10 influencer marketing trends that we are looking at today has actually been a big trend for a while, but it's not losing any traction. Short video content has been a popular marketing tool for some time now, especially when it comes to short videos like Instagram Reels, TikToks, and live streams. This trend is predicted to continue to rise in popularity over the next year. In fact, studies have shown that Gen Z spends 40% of their time online watching videos instead of reading articles or looking at photos. Furthermore, 84% of overall consumers report that watching a brand's video is the reason they were convinced to make a purchase or subscribe to a service. And brands of all sizes are incorporating this feedback into their influencer marketing strategies. For example, to celebrate Mother's Day, Colgate launched #MakeMomSmile Challenge, which encourages users all around the world to share videos in which they did something special for their mothers. The campaign was a huge success, which goes to show that short video content is here to stay, and it will continue to be a lucrative tool for influencer marketing strategies. Would you add any more trends to those already mentioned? Tell us in the comments. If you want to learn more about influencer marketing trends for this year, remember you can download our free ebook on the link in the description. Watch the video that appears on the screen to find out the best campaign management tools for 2023. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to our channel to not miss out on any content on influencer marketing. Thanks for watching.